When I decided to become a consultant, I embarked upon a whole bunch of interviews. I interviewed consultant business owners who were 2 years in, people who were 40 years in. And I learned a lot. I got an earful of advice from how I should set up my business, my website. I even got, what makes you think you're so special? What makes you think that you can do this? There's a whole lot of consultants out there. I got that too. But ultimately, the most practical advice I got was do not leave your current employer without them being your client. And so I left my job on Friday, and I was a consultant for them on Monday. And it was the best launch pad I could have had. I hired a business coach. I got strategic and intentional, and I thought about the type of work I really wanted to do, who I wanted to do that for, who I wanted to collaborate. And when I got really tight on those things, I was able to develop those multiple streams of revenue. You have to build a group of people, and it can be a tight, small group of people, that will help you problem solve, that will give you advice, who can give you business, and who can connect you to business. And that's so important. You have to be able to delegate. You have to find other service providers that can help you. There are so many wonderful resources. For example, if you need to build a website, right? There's a lot of platforms, Wix and Squarespace and all of that. But if that's still not your strong suit, if it's still going to take you 10 hours to get that done, think about outsourcing that. If you're not a strong bookkeeper, if that activity just de-energizes you, find somebody who can do that for you. And sometimes it's not always at a cost. I think people forget that they can be creative about it. I am a coach, and so there are often times where I said, hey, I'll give you 5 hours of coaching if you can help me with this aspect of my business. So it's important that you be creative. But you really have to invest in yourself. As an entrepreneur, I've kind of found that if I want to get a certification, I get the certification. If I want to fly to New York to be in the room and hear what is said, I need to do that because it's so easy to get inundated with your work every day and the clients you have and not think about the larger picture and following your industry and following the impact that certain regulations or what have you have on your clients.